I think there's no other way than to be courageous, because why write then? I am an author from Istanbul, and I came here. First I went to Paris after the so-called coup d'etat in 2016. The government says that it's a coup d'etat, but we don't know what happened really there. And more than 100,000 people immigrated to other countries after this coup d'etat. So I left Turkey and I went to Paris, and after Paris I came here to Berlin. And I think what I always wanted to do in Berlin was writing about my own story and my people's story, but interconnected with the story of Berlin and with Germany, because there are a lot of similarities between these stories. And the immigration was not only the 60s guest worker immigration from Turkey to here, but also in 1930s, a lot of intellectuals, Jewish people, went to Turkey, especially to Ankara. They founded the first conservatory over there, first Turkish ballet and Turkish opera over there. It is a kind of vice versa. Whenever we feel our freedom, our intellectual capability are under pressure, under threat, we come back between Berlin and Istanbul for like nearly a century. Some people, they are called the Bosphorus Germans, Bosphorus Deutsch people. So it is like we have roots in each other's cities, because I didn't feel anything like this when I was in Paris. But I just feel that I feel connected to this city. Anavatan. Ben büyürken ailemin köklerine ya da her bir ferdinin kişisel tarihine ilgi göstermedim. Yaşların arada bir anlattığı hikayeler masal gibi gelirdi kulağıma. Belki de bir çocuğun anlayabilmesi için ya da farklı bir ülkede, farklı topraklarda hayatta kalabilmek için iyi şeyleri hatırlamak amacıyla geçmişi değiştiriyorlardı hep. Hepsi Türkiye'ye göç etmiş bir kök. Aile ağacında Türkiye'de ilk doğanlar annem ve babamın olduğu ilk nesil. Yıllar sonra kendi hayatında bu yöne evrilince bütün yaşamını geride bırakıp sıfırdan yeni bir hikaye kurmanın ne büyük bir yük olduğunu anlıyorsun. Sadece benim kişisel tarihimle ilgili olmayan bu kırılgan ruhlar Türkiye'nin insan haritaları atlasını dokumuş. Husemannstraße is the first street that I lived when I moved to Berlin like more than 5 years ago. And this is the first building that I lived. The second floor, you see the balcony over there? It was my balcony. And I was just working on this book at that time. And the tram, the yellow tram that I'm describing in the book is that yellow tram. When you sit on the balcony, you're always hearing that this tram is coming and going like this. So therefore it is like the first memory of me writing this book and Berlin all together. And this street is, because what writing is to me is like an archaeological digging. And in order to go deep into the root of something that you write, you have to read first, you have to understand what you're writing, and you have to know the history and story of it. So there are layers in every building, in every street that you're writing about, you're thinking about writing. So Husemannstraße was one of the first streets during East Germany, and it was the East German part, East Berlin, that they renovated for the 750th year of Berlin city. And then it was just a couple of years before the wall, and all the buildings were shady, dark and gray, and they renovated the first buildings and they put some plaster work over there, so they are not original. But right after that the wall collapsed, and it was one of the first streets that was like shiny around the area. So by chance that I was just placed here in this street, so I knew that. And this area is very important for me personally, because what I write about is always the people who are not comfortable with the life that they are living in. And at that time, during East Germany, the place was not like that at all. And people living here were mostly artists and writers. Kollwitzplatz and Prenzlauer Berg was the place where many young protesters started to protest against the regime in East Germany. And the Kollwitzplatz even is taking the name from Kathy Kollwitz, which was a painter, and she was under pressure, constant pressure of different governments. In fact, like during the Nazis, she was under pressure of the Nazis, and they even at some certain point threatened her, and they said to her that they are going to, although she was like of an older age, they told her that they are going to send her and her family to concentration camps, but she was already internationally famous, so they were not able to do this. Gidelim buralardan. Ağustos 2016, Cihangir. Herkesin ülkeyi terk etme planları yaptığı günlerdi. Sıkıntılıydık. Yaşarken farkına varmadığımız o güzel günlerin bir daha asla geri gelmeyeceğinin ayırdına varmıştık. Yaz sonuydu. Ama hala çok sıcaktı. Belki sıcaklık geçen yıllarla aynıydı. Ama şehir aynı şehir değildi bizim için artık. Uzun süren bir birlikteliğin sürünerek bitme günleri gibi. Gittiğimiz lokantalar kapanmış, sevdiğimiz şairler hapsedilmiş, okuduğumuz kitaplar azalmıştı. En azından bilmediğimiz bir yer işte, dedi Suna. Çok çok ince sigarasının dumanını yana doğru üfleyerek. Cihangir'de sağlı sollu sıralanan kafelerin olduğu bir caddenin en ucunda, gölgeli bir masada buzlu çay içiyorduk. Biz de şehirdeki herkes gibi gitmeyi konuşuyorduk. Suna'nın bir arkadaşı 3 çocuğunu da alarak Lizbon'a yerleşmişti. Öve öve bitiremiyordu. Hem biz yerleşmeye değil, nefes almaya gidecektik. 5 gün için her yer güzeldir, dedi. Bilmediğimiz yerler daha güzeldir. Haklıydı. Her şey keşfetme zamanlarında hep daha güzeldir. Benim için hava hoş. Boş gezenin boş kalfasıyım, dedi Tuğba. Bir yıldan beri işsiz gazetecilerin arasındaydı. I'm coming from a country that telling the truth maybe is the only possible way if you want to write something, because there are a lot of stories, made up stories from the government press, or from the people who are too afraid to take a side. Therefore, when I was writing, even when I was writing a column, I was considered as harsh because I was just writing directly in order for people to understand it in the most possible clear way, the truth. So otherwise, because we are coming from a country, Turkey is mainly a country that we grew up with fairy tales, really. Like we always believe in the future, although we instinctively, if we think about enough, that we know it's not possible to go there without correcting our past or our mistakes in the past as a nation, as a country, but we never face it. In our school books, there is not, when I was growing up, there was not even a mention of any Armenian problem, not even the genocide. They didn't even say that. We had a thing with Armenian people in Turkey, and like millions lived here. We never knew that. But when you grow up, when you start to think, you just try to learn more and more. So what happened to them? And in order to write something valuable in our age, in our time, we have to be first truthful to ourselves and truthful to our past and to our very big mistakes that our nation did in the past. So I think there's no other way than to be courageous, because why write then? Dedem de muhtemelen kendi kendine konuşuyordu. Ben kimseye söyleyemediklerimi yazıyorum. İçimizde karanlık ve aydınlık tarihi hatlar, kendi içimize yaptığımız kazıyla ortaya çıkıyor böylece. Ben öyle umuyorum. Varlığının farkında bile olmadığım hücrelerden kendi varoluşumu anlamlandırmaya çalışmak. Belki de beyhude bir çaba. Belki asla bulamayacağım bir yanıt. Ama belki de bir döngüsü vardır hayatın. Ancak tamamlandığında huzura ereceğimiz bir döngü. Şimdi Almanya'da olmamın, hayatımı değiştiren ve yıllar önce terk ederken hiç dönmeyeceğime çok emin olduğum bu şehre yeniden dönmemin bir anlamı olduğuna inanmak istiyorum. Bir döngü varsa eğer benim hayatımda, bu Berlin'de başladı, Berlin'e nihayetlenecek.